Hey boys and girls, Mike Kelly here at animatorsforum.com. I want to show you a very quick video about the new feature I added to Swiss Army Bones. Basically, it allows you to paste relative copied keys to the timeline. Normally here, I have these keys here. You'll see if you can walk these keys, so it walks like this. And if I wanted to extend this, if I wanted to have this go a little further down the line, what I would want to do is to, I wanted to change this, trying to get this set up here. What I would like to do is to basically have the ability to copy and paste these keys further down the timeline. So it would be nice if I could take these keys here and just paste them here. Now, my routine will allow you to go here and save these keys. I can put here and save those keys and then load them back in relative to whatever root bone or target or root I've selected. But I just thought it'd be easier. Sometimes you don't necessarily want to save and copy and do other things. So you can just do this. You just select the keys on the timeline, and then wherever you're positioned on the timeline, if you just hit this button here, it will then relatively paste those keys on the timeline. Now, I had thought originally you could do that in Anime Studio itself by using a combination of relative copy and paste, but you can't. And I'll show you how that doesn't work. If I select these keys here and come up here to file to copy here, and then I go to edit and I go paste relative. The problem with pasting the relative to this is, as you can see, they're not actually relative. That key's going downward, that foot isn't relative to that. And you might say, well, excuse me. And the other problem with it, though, there's a bigger problem is if you have, excuse me, if you have rotational keys. Let's say I rotated the arms up here, and so I come over to here, and then I rotate them back this direction. So I have this kind of weird swinging arm effect. If I go to select all the keys here and copy them, and then try to paste them relative, then what happens is the keys for the positional keys get pasted more or less correct, but now the rotational keys get added. So you can see they don't actually, they paste relative to the turned positions they are. So the only way to really do it would be you'd have to select out separately. You'd have to select the rotational keys and the positional keys. You know, you'd have to go in and copy these, and I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. So basically, I like the way I've done it. Also, some user pointed out in the forum that if you, and this is part of the special function keys that are built into the commands I call, if you hold down the Control-Alt key and then click on any bone, it will also transform that bone away. So just Control scales it, but Control-Alt then moves that bone. So that's another feature that was just already there. It's nothing new. So anyway, so those are the keys. You can copy, paste relative. And once again, that pasting relative works depending upon what bone you've selected. So if you select the root here and you paste those keys relative to that, it will follow. So the root stays right where it is, and now the relative keys move that relative movement there. But they do move the rotations properly. Okay. Anyway, that's it. So Swiss Army Bones available for download free on animatorsforum.com. Please post any questions, problems, or winning lotto numbers you might have there. We appreciate that.